Hey, Kevin here, Mr. DIY Dork from DIYDork.com. Today I'm going to take you on a magical tour of the DIY Dork barn house. It's been about a year since we moved in and we've got most of the things wrapped up. There's still a few projects left to do, but I thought I'd go ahead and show you some of the rooms that are finished and kind of give you a before and an after of what we've done with them. So check this out. All right, so now I want to show you my workroom, and before here I just want to give you a reminder, it was actually a bedroom. It was a downstairs bedroom. A couple interesting things about it. The flooring was just old pine boards that we tore out, and I've been using them for projects, but the rest of the house just had really dirty carpeting. But you see the bed there, and there's a headboard behind that. That was the dustiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I have never seen so much dust on anything before, and that headboard was loaded. So I'd imagine people were breathing it in every night. So anyway, here's the after. Still kind of junky. I'm trying to organize stuff as best I can, keep it out of the way. Again, we painted the closet doors here, and we added these really cool knobs, which by the way were way more expensive than I thought they'd be, but they did turn out cool. New windows and trim. The ceiling is board and batten like the rest of the house. We added a fan and a light, but in this room the fan is actually really close to hitting the ceiling, so we don't use it. Might have to change that eventually. And again, the plywood flooring. And the huge thing here is that I have plenty of storage now for tools and all my paints from my projects. I have a huge collection of paint. It just keeps growing. Every time I go to the store, I end up bringing more of those home and just extras. And then the really cool thing over here is my workbench. It's a stand-up height workbench, so that I don't have to bend over to do anything. And I got, you know, just this is just like the shelves in the kitchen, except this one's not stained. And I got a work light on there that helps when I want to work at night. It gets really nice and bright. Just easy to get to tools. I actually organized my toolbox, which was something I've never done before, and it just, you know, really handy. Now I know where everything is. And I got still some junk stored in the back and all that. All my nuts and bolts, I finally organized them into a box, and that's really handy. And a couple of new projects I'm working on. And then over here is all my, you know, extension cords, paint brushes, tarps, rags, sandpaper, just all that kind of stuff. And that's pretty much it for this room. Pretty simple. Just a nice open area here where I can do some painting and things like that. If I need to tinker on something, I can use my workbench. And of course storage for everything, and pretty much it here. But you know, pretty cool room. Something I've been wanting for a while is to have a nice little work room that's easy to get to on the first floor, and it's exactly what I got here. Okay, now for my office. It actually started off as a bedroom upstairs, and it looked like it was a little boy's bedroom. Real ugly brown doors and ugly brown trim. Had kind of a sports theme. Just a pretty ugly place. So anyway, we redid it, so here's what it looks like now. Okay, of course, we have the plywood plank flooring. This is actually the very first room we did. Turned out really cool. The ugly doors and trim and all that were painted white. Actually, I built totally new trim, and then I painted the closet doors white. Got the really cool black and white, kind of candy looking door handles. I have to show them because it's just handles, but I think we paid way too much for them. So I try to show them in all these videos just in case. Printer and all that kind of stuff. Some really cheap shelves that we've had ever since we got married. Just holding stuff for now. I'll eventually swap it out for something else. I'm thinking of building something against the wall, but I just haven't thought of it yet. My wife has a few leftover books from college, some engineering stuff just in case she needs it. And I'm not a book person, I am a magazine person. So I've been collecting magazines since 8th grade. 32 now, so I have a whole bunch of magazines. I probably have at least half this many downstairs that I can't even fit up here. And just some toys leftovers, you know, Guy Smiley and odds and ends. And this up here I built when I used to be a sign maker, and we would build like acrylic signs, and I made that from my old minivan I used to drive, White Lightning. Of course, as you can see there, I only had it for about 4 years and it went kaput. Sold it for 500 bucks. And right before I sold it, these letters shook off. They actually just fell off, so I kept them. And the whole thing had transmission problems. It shook like crazy, and I sold it to a lady, and she drove it home with her sleeping baby in the back. So I always wondered how that trip went, you know, when she was going home. Got a hat here. It looks like an engineer hat bought in the zoo when I was about first grade. These right here is DIY Dork letters I got at Target in the back to school college section. They're basically just cardboard letters with a really thin piece of cork on there, but you can kind of use them like corkboard. I got a note on there right now. Those are pretty cool. I'll eventually put them on the wall, but I like them in the door sill right now, or I mean the windowsill right now. This project right here, I haven't quite worked out the kinks in it yet, but I'm gonna show how to make magnetic wood. So you can make a memo board that's all wood. And still kind of, like I said, working out kinks on that. This right here used to be a coffee table. Right now it's just sort of storage and not really serving a purpose. We got fake wood, red, white, and blue boards. These are actually cutouts from kitchen sinks that I got at a hardware store. I think I bought each one for like $3. And then cut them down to the size, put them together with some hardware, wheels on the bottom, they roll around. Pretty cool little project. I might show that one day how to do that, really simple. And then of course over here, if you've seen my video about my wall-mounted desk, of course I have it sort of junked up now, but I've been using it a lot, doing editing here and computer work and all that. I have a chocolate chip cookie rug. It's really comfortable to stand on. Perfect size to fit right here in the corner. The stool in case I need it, but I really don't ever use it. Just hung up a dry erase board today. I have a banner from when I was working at a sign company. Looks just like the banner on my website, which I have not updated in a long time because I've been so busy with other stuff, but I will get to it eventually. Hamburger hat here just for interest. And then just some toys and future project ideas and all that in the works. I'm going to be doing something with colored pencils pretty soon. I'll show you how to do that. And then just, you know, tons of storage and things like that. Another window over here, like the rest of the house, all the windows are new. We put IKEA shades on all of them in like a dark gray that kind of matches the door. And then the door was painted dark gray. And then all that I'll show in another video, but we redid the hallway and all that too. But anyway, that's how the DIY Dork Headquarters and office turned out.